me check if my audio is working. This is going to be so confusing. Everyone looks the same.
Yeah, it is. But anyway, welcome everybody to the first of the classic season. Classic car season, I should say. We're back at Brazil this time. Just like the last round. Riding on board with Ada F1 Master for a bit here. This is the gap between season 3 and season 4. We'll have 4 rounds of this classic car season, and then we'll move on with we'll have a little break, and then we'll move on with season 4. I'm here with Chris. Hello, Shane.
Hello. It is worth noting that this is the first tier 1 race with me not in it, so it's probably not going to be as good as the ones you've watched before. But hopefully.
Yeah. Speaking of which, this is the all-new lineup or tiers, I should say. During the break week, the admins have been hard at work making these new tiers. So
that's why I'm not
better
in it.
and improved. Better and
Job
improved.
booted me from tier 1.
Alright, Chris. You got anything to say?
There are cars on lap. Java's retired from the session. That's karma for not putting me in tier 1. He's crashed.
Oh, well.
What a noob. I can't say that he'll kick me from the league. I mean, what a professional gamer. He's just crashed.
Anyway, though, we're here, as you can see on screen, with the Braun GP 2009 car.
It's pretty obvious that that's the car.
It is pretty obvious. I mean, the noise is incredible. You can hear that screaming through interlagers.
Yeah, it's pretty
Have a
nice.
listen right now.
Are we just listening to the engine now?
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, Jack, one of the new guys, reserve, actually, from ARL, our sister league.
Oh yeah, I tried to
PNV.
get him into Haas, but Jarv said no because he's at
Yeah,
the
he,
reserve.
yeah. If anybody's confused, it's because this Chris is a team owner of Haas, and team owners this time. Ooh, Jack with a massive moment into that corner, lost the back.
Yeah, he's not
But
on that, so.
yeah. But Chris is a team owner, and team owners pick drivers this season.
Wait, was that not a thing last season?
No, it was not a thing last season. Last season we got to the drivers got to pick the teams.
Oh.
Yeah, so this season we tried something new.
Oh, I didn't know that. I wasn't in ABS last season, so
Yeah.
I got harassed
Another
by
person-
Jarv, which is why I'm here. Messaged me on Instagram one day. I'm really just chatting mad. I can't say that word. Chatting words about Jarv in this stream mostly. I do still love him, so
Please don't.
I'll get cancelled.
So anyway, Jack on pole, a familiar sight if you follow ARL.
I don't.
He's a pretty fast guy. Decisive page actually. Surprising that he's in the top 2.
Yeah, Jack is apparently
not there.
one of the fastest people in time trial, I think. So.
Yeah, Jack. Well, Jack is he's a time trial threat. To be honest. It's you know, he's one of those people who says some time trial. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you can see the past.
He is a T1 sweat.
You could say that.
That's one way of putting it.
Another person is Rossi, who's coming out the pits. He was a tier 2 runner-up last season. He's a tier 1 reserve.
Wait,
He's still tier 2, but he's still tier 2. But tier 2's tier 2 drivers get to reserve for tier 1 whenever we have any space available, and any reserves can.
What?
So
I'm tier 2, so I could have raced.
you can have raced, yeah.
I didn't know that. I would have raced. I'm here now. So I might as well come
But
and
you're
say.
here now, yeah. And another person who's back from, we'll say, a little gap from racing is F1 Tribune. Nice to see him back.
Yeah. He raced in the last
he missed out.
tier 1 race, didn't he?
Yeah. He missed out. Did he miss out? What's happening?
Didn't he? I
He's
think he was the one that got
graphics
torpedoed
designer,
by the
actually.
Renault in the
Might
last
be.
Tier 1 race.
Yeah, Aid Master F1, also from ARL.
Why have I
Aid
not heard of ARL?
ARL is it's a partnered league. Also on
Oh.
Xbox, of course.
How many tiers do they
The
have?
guy you were just talking to, PMB, he's still on it.
Oh! I should have been more
Yeah.
respectful.
Exactly. That's why. But we won't speak of that.
No, I don't race in ARL,
JPJ
so
also
it doesn't matter that much.
in the gravel right now.
But still focusing on ABS, we've got many drivers on laps. I'm only going to be able to tell the difference between them by their gloves. That's literally the only way I can tell.
Ooh.
Someone's had an off.
Yeah, it's quite eventful. We haven't really covered it very well. JPJ's actually left the session, so he's clearly like
Well, he left the league for about a week then.
yeah, he did. Right. Oh, well, looking at the P6, Sam Cole, last season's champion by quite a margin. Second place was Kugoda. I don't think he's racing today.
Sam is on a lap
Sam,
now, so...
yeah, Sam Cole, only P6. Oh, we'll see how
Oh
it
no,
does
he's
on
starting
this
a lap now.
Yeah. You want to take us through this lap?
Okay. So coming through the center S's now. We want to be nice and smooth on the throttle for a good run through this long left-hander. I don't know what it's called. It's probably a Brazilian name. But moving on, he braked around... I think it was just after the 100-meter board. According to my timings, he's gone purple in the first sector. But you can never tell with this game if that's accurate. Coming into this fast right-hander, not quite flat out, not even quite flat out in today's Formula 1 cars, let alone these, into the technical section of the lap. It's a right-hander, then a left. Want to be smooth on the power there, because it's quite easy to lose the back end as he goes past bad for an opinion. Coming into the right-hander, he rides the curve a little bit there, and then this is quite tricky to get a smooth run through there. Or at least for me, I'm just stupid, but then you want to try and get a good exit out of there, coming down at the main straight. And stay nice and close to the inside, taking the shortest run possible to the line. And we'll see what Stam does. P5.
It's only 5th place.
There's probably still some
Mali,
time on the
another
table
person
for him
in
there.
first.
But now it's P5.
We look at the top 2 though. Oh, and that's Kagoda off in the grass.
Trying to find Kagoda. I'm blind. Where is he?
Yes.
Uh,
Second place. Who might rejoin onto and block someone here. Sensibly gets out of the way. Would have been decisive page. P14. But that's not. But Kagoda, yeah.
has Kagoda changed his name?
No, I'm Polo God. I'm sorry. Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah. But the top 2 only separated by 200s. So very close.
If you want to be very, very precise, it is 21 milliseconds. I think.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Very close. As people are just completing their second round of laps. Someone who is on a lap, I think he's batted for an opinion. He's got a bit squirmy on the exit.
Yes, I have one opinion. I like him. He's the real one. I think he's starting a lap. Or is it? Yeah, he's starting a lap now.
He's starting a lap. You can never really tell because in real life, in the current F1 cars, you can see it by the ERS, but you really can't see now.
Yeah.
These cars obviously no ERS.
It's difficult
Cars
to
from
tell.
2009. It is difficult to tell. They don't have DRS, is it? Am I correct?
No, they don't. I think it was...
Yeah.
I'm not sure what year it was brought in, but it...
Was it
2011?
2010? I think it was.
Bad F1 opinion
Might
has
be.
aborted his lap. I believe it was
Yes.
2011 when DRX came in.
Alright.
Don't quote me on
Someone
that
can
though,
check that.
because I know it's not in 2010 classic cars on this game, so...
Ooh. Bad F1 opinion might have just held up F1 driver. He's on an outlap, so. Well, good
Doesn't
thing.
matter too much then. And that wasn't F1 Tribune, because F1 Tribune's in the pits. But on my bad.
Start a lap down.
I'm so...
He's also another
so
driver
blind.
from ARL, F1 driver, 2018.
How many tiers does ARL have?
ARL has, I believe, 3 tiers.
Oh, okay. That's quite a lot of tiers, and I've never even heard of it.
Oh, we got 4 tiers now.
Yeah.
ABS.
But this is... I've never raced in a league with 4 tiers before.
Yeah, it's a new tier as well. Tier 4, all new on Monday. Which used to be Tier 3's time. Tier 3 has now been moved to Sunday.
Jack's off the track.
See that in the schedule after this race.
Yeah, I'm commentating full time for Tier 4, so... And I think it's...
Yeah.
I think it might be with you. I'm not sure.
No, I do Tier 3.
Oh yeah, I was supposed to be doing Tier 3, but I couldn't make Tier 3, so I'm doing Tier 4. Which I think is with Rossi, but I'm not sure.
Just, did you see? Oh! That's gone horribly wrong.
What's happened?
F1 driver. Done a 360 on the exit.
Oh, I see.
I just noted that Sam on his last lap, on the final corner, it's hard to visualize here, but on the final corner, that thing of grass, right side of the track, many drivers use that. Sam Cole didn't use it on that his lap. He did it in the tier 1 race, the final tier 1 race. But he didn't use it.
Yeah, I'm personally... I don't like using it that much. I feel like it kind of makes it a little bit more difficult. It probably is faster, but...
Yeah, it is faster, but it does unset up the car.
Yeah.
That's what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still not using it now, and according to the timings, he's gone purple in first and second sector, but again, not sure.
The Polo God, he's going to be trying to get that pole off Jack, who's in the pits. Might just wait till the last 3 minutes to get out there.
Here comes Sam. What's he going to do?
Oh, that's
Sam
Speedy
goes
Midget.
before. Oh no, Sam is starting at that. Where's Speedy Midget?
Speedy Midget just spun in front of Polo God, who
Oh.
get to it up on his lap.
That is on.
But he might just get pole there, depending on his lap time. Yeah, he's not getting pole. That was just unlucky for him. Seeing a lot of spins right now.
Yeah. You wouldn't see me spinning if I was racing, I'll tell you no. But...
Yeah, but it seems that just drivers aren't used to the new classic cars.
True. I
not
would
sure
be
if
used to it though.
I'm not sure if it's any harder to drive or not, but probably is.
Probably. There's a lot less downforce.
Yeah, it is true.
The racing is... The overtaking is probably going to be more difficult than usual. Because obviously, you know, DRS and no ERS. It's going to be
Yeah.
like actually like old racing.
Ooh,
What car is it
that's
next week?
I'll check for you, but that's Speedy Midget into the wall for his second spin of the session.
Oh, yeah.
More. ODA.
Not ideal for Speedy Midget, and he's spun again. He's reset the track
Locking
now.
up. Of course, in the race that would be a penalty, but in the qualifying it's okay as long as you do it when there's no cars.
Yeah, and he's just spun again.
That's
I'm not sure what's
the
happening.
tyres aren't very good, are they?
He keeps spinning. Now he's got to watch out for cars behind him. I think it may be just because he's got grass on his tyres, but I'm not sure. He's very unstable, especially on the braking.
Yeah. So just check for you. Next week it will be the McLaren MP4/4
Oh, okay.
Spa Francorchamps.
Is it all the classic tracks as well?
I'm not quite sure. We have we have Monza, Spa, Brazil, and I believe it's Spa. Wait, no, and Suzuka.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
And
I guess you can say they're classic.
yeah,
Decisive Page,
they are the OG tracks.
yeah. Decisive Page gone pole in second.
And F1 driver has gone pole
Oh, he has.
by a tenth and a half.
See how Jack responds to that.
Yep. I think
But
he's
right
on a
now,
lap.
as
So.
it stands, Decisive Page might actually go pole. But you can never trust. As Chris said, you can never trust.
We'll see what happens. It does look kind of fast, but he lost it slightly on the exit there.
Yeah, he's only about a tenth up in the second sector. So I doubt he'll go pole. We'll see.
P4.
Goes fourth.
He is very close between the top four.
That's Jack going. That's a really weird line there from Jack.
I didn't see it.
He went really wide on the final corner and then had the straightest line through the final corner, which I mean that's quite smart from him.
Oh yeah, because
Great.
you can gain more speed by doing that.
Yeah.
That's usually
Very
what
cool.
I do. Because I'm a pro.
Do you mind taking us through Jack's lap now? Might be Paul, so
Wait, I'm taking it. I'm taking us. Were you?
yeah.
Oh, he's going off of the exit of that corner. Yeah, and he's okay.
Oh.
I've just had a massive moment on my screen where he lost it, but he's now back on track.
I had it too. It's lagging a bit.
Yeah, he's lagging a lot.
Yeah.
That could hinder him in the race, but probably not feeling too much of this lag himself, even though, and Decisive Page has just got second. But let's see what Jack's lap time is. According to my time, he's gone purple through the second sector. But I'm not sure if that's true. Sam Cole is slow. I'm not sure if he's going, well, he can't go for another one. But here comes Jack.
Probably is.
Across the line. What's it going to be? He won by a long way.
By 5/10 of a second. That's very fast, but
F1
behind
driver
him,
won't be
F1
challenging
driver's
that.
invalidated, so that might be pole for Jack. But see, the only drivers yet to finish their lap is Bad Fun. Actually, everyone's finished their lap, so Jack is on pole.
Yeah.
Well done, Jack.
Well done, Jack. Should have been a full-time driver so that you could have raced for Haas, but we'll gloss over that.
Yeah, Jack. I mean, it's a familiar sight to see Jack at the front. He's very dominant. Yeah, well, very quick driver, of course. Shame that he's a reserve.
Why is he a reserve?
Well, basically, just he joined late after all the lineups and everything were done.
Makes sense.
Obviously, yeah, if he joined during the well, it's quite unlucky from Jack there. He joined right after the lineup was finished.
Yeah, that's
so
unfortunate.
The last to sign their drivers was, I think, a Red Bull, and they did it about, I think, a couple of hours before Jack joined.
What happens if
Might
a team
have been a day or
doesn't
two.
confirm their lineup in time?
Well, basically, that's what Red Bull happened to Red Bull, I think. So, they just got the last drivers that were available to them. So the drivers that are supposed to race full time and haven't signed a team yet. So that's what Red Bull got, I think.
Very impressive that a team managed to be even more unprepared than I was.
Yeah, but Red Bull had a bit of controversy. If you know, you know. We're obviously not going to talk about that.
Oh, I think I know what you're referring to, but
yeah,
we'll not go into
so
that.
we're not going to.
Because that's probably still quite a touchy subject.
Yeah.
But we are now awaiting the start of the ABS Tier 1 Classic Car Championship Round 1 at Brazil here. Just waiting for everyone to load, and then we'll be underway.
Ooh, we actually lost some drivers. We've got 12 now, I think.
Yeah, it's quite a low attendance. Java's going
It
to
is
be
quite a low
fuming.
attendance. 12 isn't bad, of
Yeah,
course.
true.
It's I mean, it is like you can consider it as a preseason. It's
Well, Jav was saying in the Discord that people still do need to show up, even though it's not quote unquote a proper championship.
yeah, but it's not. It's you're not forced to, of course.
Yeah,
Uh, I can understand why you wouldn't join it if you just have like other things to do or can't be bothered.
yeah. Who's doing first like me or you?
Oh, there's no formation light. Well, Jack's away. 5 lights are out, and Polo got with a really good start.
Polo's into the lead.
Right onto.
Oh wait, no, he's not. He is.
No, Jack's in the lead. Oh, Polo's crashed.
Is he?
Polo's.
Oh, my
What is he?
timing's
Timing's
messed up
glitch. We can't tell, but that's Polo and Jack going
It's
side
three
by
wide
side.
for the
Yellow
lead.
flags behind.
there. Oh, someone.
Whoa! That's
Is that
Jack in
Jack?
the barriers. That's Jack in balance, and Polo got spun it. Marley's now into the lead behind F1 driver and Decisive Page, both going side by side still. But look at that, they're going side by side, wheel to wheel, relatively cleanly. That's Decisive Page going on a massive dive and make contact with the F1 driver. But Marley's in lead after Jack and Polo got both spun it. That was weird.
What was the start? That was like. That's the thing with this. I can't tell who's who, so I couldn't tell really what happened.
Yeah, and the timing screens often glitched on the start,
Yeah,
so we couldn't really tell.
it makes it very difficult. But big shot. The top two are now last and second to last.
Yeah, Decisive Page and Marley going side by side in the turn one. Marley with the fastest lap though, going around the outside. Marley giving Decisive Page a bit of a squeeze there, but the Decisive Page is still in it. He goes on. He gets
F1 driver's
yeah,
now
he
in
gets
second.
pulled in by the corner, by the curve. He is Jet Belly 1, Tier 2 driver on Decisive Page for P3 now.
F1 driver nearly loses it. Oh!
Whoa!
Decisive Page now. Yeah, Belly got wing damage and is now spun round because he's been collected by someone.
Bad F1 Opinion's got a penalty.
Yeah, he just clipped Jet Belly as he was spinning, so I assume that will be taken off.
That will definitely be taken off the screws. We'll have a look at that, and that is a safety car.
Wow.
Obviously.
And somehow JF1 has been caught up in that as well, because he's going slowly, unless he's disconnected, I'm not sure.
I think he's an AI car. Corey Marshall also involved in that.
Oh, and Jarv's AI is screwed over a couple of drivers as well. But what a start!
Safety car construction. They're gone.
What a start that was. I'm almost glad I'm not racing. This F1 driver now comes into the pits after his half spin. I'm not sure if he picked up any damage from anything.
Look at the front wing, it doesn't look like damage.
Yeah, I don't think he really made contact with anyone other than on the rear. But everyone else
I think he
got
pinned it
most
already,
of this
and
thing on.
Well, Sam Cole's managed to get himself into P2.
He's managed to avoid all the carnage perfectly.
That was a really intense start, wasn't it?
Yeah, a lot of, well, mostly people fighting for the lead crashing off there, so.
Yeah, it didn't look like all looked like racing incidents, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't really see well, but from my point of view,
Yeah, it was just a little bit too crowded.
just to mention, this isn't actually a 50% race like we usually have. It's 25% race, so 18 laps. And obviously, tires don't really make a difference here in classic cars. Not familiar.
Yeah, they're all the same compound.
Yeah. There's no softs and hards and mediums. It's all the same. The tires can still get worn though.
Yeah, and I think you do still need to make a mandatory pit stop.
Yeah, you do.
But the safety car is good for Polo and Jack, because That's brought them into it again. So we'll see if they can fight their way through the field.
There's some position swapping. Going in JPJ, F1 and yeah, you don't want to get stuck behind AI on the safety car restart, do you?
No, you can lose quite a lot of ground from that.
Yeah. But Corey Marshall actually took a penalty for gliding with Jet Belly 1. Jet Belly's behind, so you might have just went into the back of Corey Marshall.
Yeah, that's the difficult thing about safety cars.
Yeah, I think that would get moved as well.
Yeah.
Corey Marshall.
Here before Jarv says in the chat, at tier 1, this is unacceptable.
Mm.
Seen it quite a lot with the lower tiers. But
Yeah, famous speeches from him.
yeah, you do see a lot of famous Jarv speeches about anger towards usually the lower tiers, but in this case it's the higher tier. Decisive Page has left the session. Oh wait, he's out. I'm so stupid.
Yeah, he was out.
Yeah, I
But,
forgot.
What's to say right now? I think safety car might be in for.
It is in
Yeah,
this lap.
safety car's in this lap.
But here we go then.
It's a pretty bad camera.
Yeah, I know. We're seeing it, well, I'm seeing it from the back. And now I'm seeing it from the floor.
So anyway then, away we go. Marley still in the lead. Relatively good restart for him. Behind the lead is just some going side by side there. Who's that? That's bad in front opinion and
F1 Tribune.
Yeah, bad in front opinion's got made of. Now Sam Cole right on the back of Marley.
Gonna try around the outside.
Opts for the outside.
Brakes late. Ooh, that was close.
That was close. That's right where Jet Belly 1 made contact and spun around. Can't remember who it
Oh,
was,
Sam
but-
nearly
oh,
lost it there.
Yeah, had a massive lockup.
Yeah. Luckily
Seen
you
that
can't
happen.
have flat spots in this game.
Yeah, seen that happen quite many times. The drivers would just lose the back end.
Yeah, it seems to be happening a lot with these classic cars.
Because the Tarks in P3. Let's have a look at the swap. Bad in front opinion, top 10, Tarks up 8.
Yep, good starts from them.
F1 Tribute also up 8. Very good starts from them. Except the top 2.
Yeah, with all the carnage, that's helped quite a few drivers make their way up the field. So
Yeah. Jack's now set the fastest lap. He'll be looking to claw his way back.
these camera angles are so bad. Jarv on the move, past Rossi up into 7th. There's a big train behind him. His F1 driver and Rossi are going side by side. Rossi backs out, but Rossi's gone wide onto the grass and he's going to lose loads of positions now. That's unfortunate.
What's Rossi doing?
I'm not. He went wide.
Yeah, he went wide and then just stopped accelerating.
Might have had an issue with his pedals then, I'm not sure. But yeah,
Bad
he's
F1 opinion is now
difficult.
on the back of Tux. SV Tux.
Yep. Obviously no DRS in these cars. Only settings you can change is the fuel mode, I think.
Yeah, only setting you can't change is the fuel mode.
He's right on the back. The third place driver who gets a bit squirmy on the exit there. That's going to give him further encouragement. Let's see if he does what Sam Cole did to Marley a lap ago. He's going for the inside. Will he outbrake him? No. Goes to the outside, tries to get a better exit, but he goes wide in too wide. But he's actually lost a bit of time out of that. And Tack lives to fight another day. But Sam is right onto the back of Marley. If he makes a move down the main straight.
Yeah, we could see some moves, even with the no DRS overtaking.
Yeah.
DRS in these cars. We still could see some moves with Tounament.
Exactly.
It is quite a long straight, this.
Yeah, that's quite helpful.
I don't think he's
No. 4/10 back. He was a bit closer through the last sector.
but you can see the amount of time he gains on the straight. Almost 2/10.
Yeah, the slipstream
So,
is quite powerful.
yes.
Sam's gone a bit wide through there, so he's lost all the ground he made up.
Another person who's fighting his way through the pack is Jack, who's got a very good angle, a very good vision. Corey Marshall and Aiden Master, side by side. Still side by side. Ooh.
Oh,
It's Corey Marshall with a massive moment. Allows Jack to get past. Might get past Aiden Master as well. Sticks behind him. Oh,
bad F1 opinion.
Very
He's
good
got a
double
3-second
overtake.
time penalty now. That's
yes, F1 Tribune and F1 Driver both going side by side. There, plenty of fights in the midfield.
yeah. It's just difficult to tell who's who in the midfield.
It is. Yeah.
You've got to
I think
respect
that
us
with these
commentators.
cars- Yeah, you can. But with these cars with less downforce, it's easier to follow.
Yeah.
It'll give us better racing, but as the Speedy Midget and F1 Tribune go side by side on the straight, we'll come back to you.
F1 Tribune goes into the pits.
Ladies. So, do you think that less downforce is better racing?
I think so. But it seems everyone's quite close together, so
Yeah, the top two are obviously going quite fast.
yeah, they've
See
pulled
the
away
gap on the
from Tack and bad F1 opinion. Trying to find something interesting. No, there's still nothing interesting.
Yeah, there's massive strains in the midfield.
Yeah.
Then again, with no DRS, dude. Oh! Jack's had another lag spike. Like made master. But without DRS, do you think it would be less entertaining in a way?
I don't know. I don't think so. And something's happened to bad F1 opinion because he's dropping down the field. He's now in 8th.
Yeah, he had a massive moment on the last corner. Saw that on Jack's POV.
It's very unfortunate for him because he's lost about 5 positions in the space of one corner. He's going to lose another one by the looks of it. Now down into 9th from 4th place. And what a nightmare lap that's been. He's coming back at Corey. Not quite going to be able to get the move done. As Polo's now onto the back of him on his charge back through the field. Not quite made up as much ground as Jack has. He's still on the move. He's sending it down the inside. That could be bad. He's made contact. Bad F1 opinion has a half spin. I think he'll manage to hold it. Or no. Polo is going to go. Oh, he's coming back at him. He's not happy about that. And they're still going side by side. I don't think Bad F1 opinion is going to give up that easily. I think he's probably not too happy with the way Polo tried to overtake him. And onto the main straight we go now.
This 4-car train in front is really close now. Jack really on the back of Aiden Master. He might try and move into turn 1. He probably will. Rich field mix, I believe. He goes down the inside, massive lunge. Did he get the move done? He did. No contact. Now he's going to set his eyes on Speedy Midget. Much better exit than Speedy Midget here. Rich mix again, I think, with the slipstream. Speedy Midget covers the inside, but not enough. Jack also gets past him. Oh, and that's massive contact behind Corey Marshall. Oh, and that's
Polo's out.
Jack
And
drops
Job.
out as well. That's another safety car.
What
That's
happened? I
Tox
didn't
going
see.
the wrong way. Corey Marshall had a tank stopper, made contact with the Polo God and
That's very unfortunate, but
yeah.
Jarv retired from quali, now retires from the race. I think there is only one answer to his misfortunes here, and it is karma. We're booting me out of tier 1. That is the only viable option that I can think of. But into the pits comes Marley, so Sam Cole takes the lead now.
Yeah. Yeah. F1 drivers in the pits. We can see a car behind. That'll be Jet Belly. Corey Marshall also in the pits. Behind Corey Marshall, that is Tox, who's in the pits as
Corey
well.
Marshall's retired.
Sensibly, he's done that in the pit lane.
Ah.
Tox serving a 5-second penalty.
A lot of wing changes going on.
Yeah. Hasn't been the cleanest of races.
No, it hasn't. It's been entertaining, just not clean.
Yeah, it's not been that clean. Well, I guess you could say this would be a bit of a prelude, you could say, for tier 4
Yeah.
Monday.
I can't wait to watch that. But this
Jack's
is
in P2 now.
Yeah, that's true.
So he's climbed back up the field.
It's going to be interesting. Sam versus Jack. But obviously, still can't count out the guys behind. There's still quite a few people who haven't made a pit stop yet.
We'll just have a look at that. Stopped. So Sam, Speedy Midget, and Bad F1 Opinion, JPJ, and AR all yet to make a pit stop.
That could actually really shake it up, because you do have to make a pit stop, don't you? You can't go the full race without having a pit stop.
I think he should. You have to make a pit
So if you have to make a pit stop, then Jack is the provisional leader.
Well, yeah, but you also gotta take into consideration the tire wear. Jack did it on lap 1.
Yeah, true. So his tyres will be around the same pace as Sam's. So really, it's Marley then, who's in the net P1.
We're not sure because we're not even sure if they got a pit.
Yeah, true.
There was a mention of that.
But you would think if they did have to pit, then they would have done it by now.
Yeah, under the safety car, I think.
We'll have to see.
We'll see.
But we'll see at the end of the race, because if they don't pit when they have to pit, they'll get disqualified as soon as they cross the line.
A lap before the end of the race, we'll see.
Yeah. So I think it will be safety car in this lap, as we have everyone bunched up. I could have actually done well if I'd raced. Actually, knowing my luck, I would have crashed out, but we'll never know, because Jarb booted me up tier 1. But the safety car is in this lap. Well, enough of me talking smack about Jarv, as it's Sam Cole leading them, crawling up the hill. He can't go yet, as the safety car isn't in, so he'll get hit with the limiter if he goes now. The safety car is now in the pit lane, so he can go. Everyone's crowding up behind him. Speedy Midget is alongside Jack. Not anymore. And Sam has gone. Followed closely by Jack, by Speedy Midget, by Bad F1 Opinion, by F1 Driver, who's going around the outside of Bad F1 Opinion, by Marley. And there's been a massive dive bomb. I didn't see that, but it's a lot of rubbing behind them. But it is Sam that leads them from Jack, from Speedy Midget, and then there's a little bit of a gap behind the F1 Driver, who's got fast back Bad F1 Opinion into 4th. Behind that we got a lot of people. Speedy Midget 3-second time penalty. That could hinder him in the end. But Sam's still leading. Anything you want to point out?
Ooh, Jack's lost it.
Oh! Jack is out.
Jack's retired.
Oh my god.
Oh!
Oh my. There's an airborne crash from JPJF1's AI. That. What will that be? Will that be another safety car?
And that's F1 driver on a massive time on that Speedy Midget. Speedy Midget's got wind damage actually. Got picked up by Jack.
Yeah, he ran into the side of Jack because Jack was going so much slower than he expected, so he's going to have to pit now.
F1 driver now into the top 3. At F1 has 11 seconds of penalties.
Speedy Midget has given up, which is probably the wrong decision to be honest, because you would still get points. As we are now left with 9 runners.
It's such a short season, this, and if you retire in one race, you're pretty much done. Champion.
Yeah.
Oops. Go down the drain, but knowing Jack's pace, I don't think it will. Jack will.
Yeah. Be more like Jet Belly. He's lost and most likely won't make up many positions, but he's still racing. That's what we like to see.
Yeah, he's still there.
Yeah.
Doesn't look like to give up, does he?
Exactly.
Speaking of which, it's probably
F1 Tribune and who is that? F1 Tribune and F1 Master.
Yeah, F1 Master.
Now,
Whoa.
Tack is round.
Whoa.
Tack is round. That was unfortunate. He dived into a gap which F1 Master was always kind of going to close, I think, from what I saw. That's very unfortunate for him.
Tribune was on the outside.
Yeah.
He went for the gap though, wasn't he?
Yeah, it's unlucky for him. But F1 driver is now coming at bad F1 opinion for P2. Bad F1 opinion leaves the door open. Oh, and they nearly make contact, but clean racing, they just don't connect, but still coming for him. He's not going to go around the outside, is he? He's trying to go around the outside of Bad F1 opinion. That's very bold. But Bad F1 opinion keeps that second place, but obviously, as it stands, F1 driver will get past on penalties. But we'll have to see how this one plays out. He's got a comfortable gap to Marley behind him. That
seems
11 seconds time penalty for Bad F1 opinion could really bite him. Sorry, you can go now.
I think he served 5 seconds. He's still Bad F1.
Yeah, that would be unfortunate.
Speaking of which, it is now lap 17 of 18. Sam Cole has not pitted, so you do not need a mentor.
Oh, that's interesting. I'll keep that in mind then for tier 2. If it's anything like this race, then I could win. An F1 driver, a little bit of a moment there, as Marley gets a 3-second time penalty now as well.
Yeah, penalties are so crucial. Nobody really get a penalty. But if you do have a penalty, you're done.
Yeah. What were you saying earlier about Jack comfortably winning this race?
Well, Jack's he didn't look like he made a lot of practice. See a lot of practice for SV Tux.
Yep. Yeah, it wasn't the kind of thing you would expect him to just lose it like that.
I mean, he did it in quali.
Yeah, true.
I think he just didn't do much practice, did he?
Yeah.
For this race.
I think his main attention will be on next season rather than this mini season, as we are now left with 8 runners because F1 Master has retired. I can already see Jarv's anger.
Yeah, Marley's on the back of F1 driver now. Doesn't matter if he gets past you.
F1 drivers all over the place. He's losing it left, right and centre. Marley's trying to go round the outside. Can't quite find a way past. He's going to send it into the next corner. They make contact. Rossi could not.
Heavy contact.
There's F1 Tribune's gone past the both of them. Oh my god! F1 driver and Marley are now both off the road. Marley's reset to track, so that's a penalty. And Rossi's got up into fourth from that.
Well,
F1
here
Tribune's
goes
on the
Sam
podium.
Cole
That's saved bad
coming
F1
across the line.
opinions as well.
That's gonna be P1 for Sam Cole, flawless driver, and I should say P3 for bad F1 opinion. F1 Tribune's gone P2. Rossi's gone P3. Rossi's gone P3.
I have no idea what happened between F1 driver and Marley on that final lap, but
Yeah, I had a pretty good view of it. It's not the cleanest thing
yeah.
I've seen.
So we're finished with 7 runners. Now let's see how angry Jarv is.
He'll be quite angry.
Make that 6 drivers. As Jeff is retired from the session before he's reached the line.
Well. Quite chaotic this race, wasn't it?
Yeah. I am glad I didn't race in the end, so I would have got good points, but
I agree with
Jarv wants to cancel.
driver of the day.
I don't know who would be the driver of the day out of that. Hi Sam.
Hello, Christian. I love you.
I love you too. Are you speaking through a bottle? Like, or is that just your
No,
mic?
I was in a party with Ross and Anthony, and they said the exact same thing, but I don't know what to do. Please help me, Daddy.
Well, anyway, we'll start with interviews. Sam, how do you feel? It's a pretty dominating, pretty good race for you.
But it was a good race, not a good race. 8 DNF, not on, so but I'll take the win, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. But oh well, I'm happy with it.
Yeah, I apologize for Sam's mic quality.
Hey, that's not good enough.
We're just not gonna ask you any questions anymore. Moving on to F1 Tribune. Driver of the day.
Oh,
Driver of the day.
yeah, my front wing gone off in the first corner, but I continued with it. Then a bad of one opinions brake tested me, so I had to go in. And then when I went out, someone just spun in front of me, so I got a broken wing again. But I just continued and got P2 at the end.
Yeah, would you be quite? I'm assuming you're quite happy with that drive. I mean,
Yes.
two front wing changes and still a podium.
Yes, as you can see, only clean drivers finished the race. Oh, that's not going into the stream.
Yeah, that's just gone into the stream.
Yeah, that's just.
And remember, Jarv didn't finish that race, so you just basically called the league owner a non-clean driver.
Yes, but I sponsor ABS, so I can say that.
Moving on to Rossi, Tier 2 driver, P3 in Tier 1. Pretty good, would you say?
Yeah, I don't know what happened to me though. I was like 17. I was in like P8, and carnage happened ahead, and somehow managed to get on the podium. Don't know how, but yeah, very happy.
I'm myself. I'm not sure what really happened there as well. It was very chaotic. Chris, you got anything to say to Rossi or any of the?
If there's one thing certain, Jarv is going to shoot someone.
Yeah, we'll wait and see for that. But
Hopefully it's a
for Dudley.
public execution.